We will be using the GeoGebra program every so often in Chapter 5, so I just want to give you a brief overview of some things that you'll have to be doing, especially in our first task. So in our first task for Section 5.1, you're asked to construct a triangle. If you want to do that, you just want to connect three segments, right? So here's a segment. You just click and then click again, and it closes off the segment. So one more time, you click on an endpoint and then just stretch it out. You don't need to hold anything down, and then you click again to close off that segment, and then we'll do the same thing here. So that's the first part, making a triangle. Something else that you will be asked to do in our first task is to create midpoints, which is actually pretty easy. So let's say I just start with a segment, okay, which you'll have a triangle to do that. To create a midpoint, if you go underneath the point tool and just hold down, this drop down menu comes in, and then here's create a midpoint. So we just click on that, and then you just click on the two endpoints of your segment, and boom, there's your midpoint. It will just appear. Now if you want to measure the length of a segment, I think it's under here. Yep, under this angle menu, you'll see distance or length. So if you click that, to measure the length of a segment, you just click on the two endpoints, just like so, and then it appears. So see it again, endpoint to endpoint, and then it brings up the distance. And finally, the last thing that you're going to be asked to do for the first section is to measure an angle. Okay, you'll have some angles created already, so let me just create an angle like so. Okay, now if I want to measure this angle, because I asked you to measure the angle, it's still under this, it's under the angle tool, and you could just go click angle, and you're just going to click the 3 points in order. Oops. It's weird because it has you start. Oh, I messed up. Hold on. Let me get rid of that stuff. I don't need that. Okay. So it looks like, and I mess up with this every so often, but you have to start on the right point. That's like, it's what we call the initial side. So click on the initial side, and it will show this little rotation there so you can see what angle it's measuring. So our angle is 46.46. So then we could go manipulate the sides of the angle so you can see that it changes the measure of the angle. Alright, so have fun with GeoGebra.